How do you spell terrorist? N-A-T-O. How do you spell fascist? N-A-T-O. How do you spell racist? N-A-T-O.
They say more war, we say no more. 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 They say more war, we say no more.
Killing civilians is a crime. Spreading democracy, that's a lie. Killing civilians, that's a crime. Spreading democracy, that's a lie.
The war machine has got to go. The war machine has got to go.
The machine has got to go. They say more war, we say no more. 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 They say more war. We say no more. They cut from the budget money for seniors who need affordable housing. Money for disabled people who need affordable housing. So that means that the Biden administration in Congress cares more about making sure Zelensky can fly to the Golden Globes than they do about making sure our seniors have a safe place to live and a housing crisis in the middle of the winter. Yet they say we have no right to speak. So we're here to say that not only is silence is betrayal, but we're breaking the silence. The war budget must be stopped. The indefinite money to Ukraine must be ended. Not one more dime for war and an all-out offensive for peace and to change this imperialist war drive that's going to destroy the planet if we don't stand up and say something now.
It's important for us to realize that NATO is inextricably connected to U.S. imperialism. It is about control of the globe. It is not about whether or not Ukrainians will have peace. It is not about whether or not we were attacked. It was not about any of that stuff. It is about world control. And it has no place in this world. Because how can you say you are an organization uniting around peace when every action you take in Libya, in Yugoslavia, in Serbia, and all over the world leads to death and destruction?
The Democratic Party, the Republican Party, they're together. There's one war party. It's got two wings, different social bases, but on the war, they will vote together again and again. And it's only people's movements from below, the grassroots movement, that's going to stop them. So, no to NATO, stop all U.S. wars. Thank you.
If the U.S. wanted, it could negotiate with Russia around its own massive military presence in Europe, such as the new major U.S. military base being built in Poland, 100 miles from Russia's border, able to deploy nuclear missiles, large-scale military deployment and exercises across the continent, and major upgrading of the U.S. nuclear arsenal in Europe. However, we know it benefits U.S. interests to keep this war going, so instead we must organize working-class people to speak out. To build towards a mass socialist anti-war movement, we must all be involved. So I hope you might join us to continue this work. And I thank you all for being here on this cold day.
The New York Times tells us we're crazy. Well, you know what the New York Times also did in 1915? They say they pushed a war by using the Lusitania incident. In 1964, they pushed the war by using the Gulf of Tonkin incident. And then they pushed the war of weapons of mass destruction. And for that one, they apologized. They said, well, I'm sorry, we had the wrong information. We didn't verify it. Meanwhile, 500,000 children died from that war. And we're not going to let that happen again, because we can't trust their source. That's why my party, the Socialist Unity Party, sent me to Ukraine. I was in Ukraine in May, and we had to see for ourselves what the hell is going on. And I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt that the Ukrainian military not only is attacking civilians, but especially in the Donbass region, their military is led by Nazi forces, the Azov Battalion, IDARS, Vobota, SUB, you name it.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Do we know who our enemy is?
Yes.
It's not Russia.
No.
It's not China.
No.
It most definitely isn't Cuba.
No.
It isn't Venezuela.
No.
Our enemies are in the Pentagon.
Yes.
They hold offices.
Yes.
Those are our enemies.
People. Power. People. Power. People. Power. People. Power. People. Power. People. Power. The people. Power. People. Power.
Long live Haiti. Long live struggle. Long live resistance. Thank you.